What's up, man? What's going on? So, let me tell you, the time that I was away, I couldn't be with y'all. I was so unhappy. I love talking to y'all. So check this out. Other weekend, this is a good topic, I think, because it's a real topic. Other day, I'm driving my mom home. Shout out to my mom, because she's a beautiful individual. I love you, Mom. You're the bestest. I kick it to her like I kick it to y'all. Mom, you know, let me ask you a question, right? Driving. She said, what's up? And the question that I'm going to tell you that I asked her is going to be the topic. I said, Mom, when a woman tries to trap a man with a child and things don't go really according to the way that she planned it, she has the child and the guy's not around, does that woman love her child sincerely compared to a couple that is together, that loves each other, has planned that child, that has planned their future, that is married, and that is deeply in love? Is the love the same for that child? My mother's old school, you know, so her response is sure. Personally, me being who I am and the way that I see things and the way that I analyze things, I can't say the same. So I respectfully disagree with the sure. I'm not saying that some people aren't like that. Through my years, I've dealt with women that have kids, 2 kids, 3 kids, 2 different fathers, 3 different fathers. Whether she tried to trap that man, which ladies, once again, that's never the way to go. It's just a stupid thing to do. If a woman tried to trap a man by having a child and he says, fuck it, I'm not with it, he's out. Does she love that child the same way as if she planned to have that child with a person she loved? If she has a child with a guy that she wanted to be with and it doesn't work out, there's going to be some hard feelings there. There's going to be, more times than not, some vindictive actions. There's going to be a lot of regret. And a lot of times, they take it out on the child because the child is a representation of what she wanted. And she wanted the family and things didn't work out. If she is to then move on and find someone else that she loves and loves her back, and then they have children, is that love for the additional children the same? Or does she love another child more than another? Is that possible? Can that happen? I'm going to say yes, it can happen. I'm not going to say that yes, it can happen all the time. It will happen because emotions, people are very fickle, petty. Here's another question. If you have 2, 3, 4 kids, is it possible to love one child more than the other? Is there like some kind of bond that you can have with your 3rd child compared to your 2nd and 1st child? I'm going to say yes. I don't think that a person can have an equal amount of love for any 2, 3 things. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, please, that's bullshit. Of course, those are my children. Oh, of course I love them the same. Maybe you do. Or maybe you're naive and maybe you don't. Now, I'm not insinuating that that has to be the case. Once again, it's just thought-provoking. It makes you think. If you're having children because at the end of the day, the government is going to give you X amount of dollars, it's hard for me to imagine. And once again, it's my opinion. Maybe that's just the incentive. Oh, I love kids. I love my children. And guess what? Because I love children, and if I have more, I can get more money. Who knows? Who really knows? Yes, some people, for one, I think some people do favor another child over the other for whatever reason. And I think too, yes, some people do love their children equally. I think it really depends on the person. But what about the guys that want to have children and the lady's she's a little reluctant to have a child, but she does it because she wants to please him? How about that situation? Is her love sincere compared to if it was a mutual something? Oh baby, you know, let us have a child, compared to I want a child and you should give it to me. Does she love that child sincerely? When I say sincerely, I'm not saying that she won't have love for it, but the level of love, there's degrees. what degree of love does she have for that child? Matter of fact, I had a buddy, I won't mention any names, but you know who I'm talking about. In fact, you asked me to touch on this. And he said, yo man, I'm so upset. He said, I'm pissed off because this girl, first of all, she had a child prior to my child. My child was born, his second child, we didn't work out, whatever the case may be is. And now she has a third child with a third individual. And he said, yo, I swear, man, he said, I kid you not, the older child beats on my child, no one says anything, he's being mistreated, and I'm all the way over here and I can't do anything. Is that maybe because they didn't work out? That child is being treated like that because he or she is the product of an individual that didn't work out? Is it simply because you have love for the child, but you don't have as much love for the child as you do the other children? Is it possible? Can it be that way? Or it could just be a lousy parent? Topics like this usually get me a little more because it's like, I see it all the time. I see it all the time. You know what another thing I don't like? Another thing I don't like is when a parent uses convenient love, convenient hugs and kisses with their child. And what I mean by that is this, is when you got an attitude and your child is trying to show you affection, because that's what a child usually does. And you push him or her away because you don't want to be bothered. Or you have an attitude, so leave me alone. But when you're feeling down and you're upset about something, you grab your child, oh, I love you so much, because you want something to hug, or you want something to relate to. Don't do that, man. Can a person that has a child out of wedlock, that has a child for government reasons, a person that has a child to keep a man and he's not there, can they love that child? Will they love that child more or even at all compared to a couple that has planned their child, that loves each other, that is looking to build with each other? I think it's a good topic, and I want honest opinions. Once again, some parents are just lousy. But what do y'all think? Let me know what you think. Talk to us. DW, Guns Hollywood, Creative Minds, Certified Grind. We do what we do, baby. Holla.